Hi everyone, welcome back to River and Rune. Nice to see you guys back here on the channel. Welcome everyone, welcome the fam. And so, it's been a wild week. I know last week we had experienced Fehu reversed heading up into this week. And it was a lot about loss. Sometimes a loss that would bring us transformation, bring us beauty, bring us a transition from one stage of life to the next, especially in combination with Raido and Isa that we had last week as well. And also very much in conjunction from an astrological perspective of the movement of Jupiter from Sagittarius into Capricorn. From what I understand and what my guidance is telling me and from what my guides have told me, this movement from Jupiter into Capricorn has a lot of that abundant energy now seeking to find ground, to find purchase around itself, to create what it wants to create, and to say, okay, you have these dreams, and how do you make them happen? Which is a very powerful and beautiful energy, especially as we head closer to the end of the year, which is exciting. 2020 is a year that a lot of people have been talking about, and I'm very excited about that as well. So, we'll get straight to the runes and see what they have to say for this week. Hi everyone. Okay, let's get to it. Also, please forgive the raspiness of my voice. It seems that Grandmother Winter had come with a beautiful message of rest for me. So we'll see how things are going this time around. I feel like this week, is especially with what's been going on astrologically and what's been happening in terms of what we have to give in this world, this week is a lot about setting intentions, grounding yourself. I see deep roots. Very interesting. So moving around the cycle of seasons, we have this one first, this one second, and the greater energies that are available to us, we have two on the outside. So we have Perthro, but it has fallen in reverse in Merkstaff. So Perthro in Merkstaff position usually represents not necessarily falling into alignment with your intuition. Perhaps whatever it is that we lost this week has really brought us into a space that has shaken us to our core, that has put us in a position where we're now asking ourselves, well, what next? Where do I go from here? How do I progress in the process of what I'm trying to create for my life? Perthro is suggesting, especially in the Merkstaff position, that it's time to look within even more so than usual. It's time to find out why it's hard not to hear, or it's hard to hear the voices that you need to listen to within, the voices of your heart, the voices of the things that you know are you and that you know are not you, or at least come from other parts of your existence. Because our consciousness and the ways in which we interpret the world around us is very much connected to the people we have around us, the societies that we grow up in, the cultures that are present, that provide us the scaffolding around which we develop and grow our thoughts. So Perthro in reverse, this Merkstav is suggesting that it's getting a little bit difficult, especially in the first half of this week. So this Wednesday, this Thursday, I'm feeling more Wednesday and Thursday. There's energy that's suggesting it's hard to listen, and that's okay. whenever at least what I have been feeling recently, whenever we find ourselves in a place where we can't quite hear the intuition that we need to hear from within, and it's getting a little murky in that sense, that's okay. That is also an answer. It's an answer to lay low, to take your time until you can hear clearly, to cleanse yourself, to cleanse your aura, to cleanse the spaces where you live, your workspace, your environment, the spaces that you're always in. Take that time and really cleanse those spaces. Settle down within yourself. Because we have, again, Isa has come up once again in this reading for this week. So also, I feel that it's gonna get colder, as it has been getting colder here in New York City. We had our first snow of the season. So Isa, being the rune of ice, represents snow. It represents the frost, the coming of the cold. So not only from a literal standpoint is it gonna get colder, but from a metaphysical standpoint, it's time to do what we do best in the cold, which is stay cozy, stay warm, go within the walls of your house, your home. So I had mentioned earlier in another video that the old term in Old English for the body was called lichomen, which means lighthouse. Your body was the house that holds the light. So go back home, right? Go back within the four walls of your body. Go back within the boundaries of yourself and find that light, so that their parathro, that intuition, can then come up again. Now we have beautiful energies on the outside of the rim of this reading, right? So we have Sowilo and we have Yera. So I feel to speak on Yera first and then on Sowilo. So Yera is the harvest. You have done so much in your life to get to the point that you're here now. Whether it was things that you have sown that were good, or things that you have sown that were challenging. The harvest has come, and it's time to take for yourself what it is that is bearing fruit. Go into your vineyard and find the places within that are bearing fruit, and take the harvest. Enjoy, have fun. This energy of going within to listen to your intuition as you move forward in your life, and taking that time to freeze a bit, to get a little bit cold on the outside, to be a little bit more within, right? To find that more introverted, reflective energy. This Yera is suggesting that doesn't mean don't go out. That doesn't mean don't enjoy. It means to enjoy. It means to go within and find the fruitful harvest that you have for yourself, and not the fruitful harvest that you will find in other people or in other situations. You have all you need, and that's a beautiful thing to remember. And the same for Sowilo. Sowilo is the sun. So just as it's pretty sunny out here today in New York City, the beauty of the light that you carry within, this vitality, this energy, this solar electric power that you have to make things happen in your life, never forget that you have that. We all carry the queerness of life within us. We all carry the embodiment of what we have construed socially to be masculine and feminine principles, but what I perceive of as electromagnetic principles, the ideas of electromagnetism, right? The ways of the flow of life. And I have a visitor. So also perhaps expect a visitor in your life this week, or a visitation from parts of you that you haven't been aware of. A visitation of this electric soul, which I think is very nice. So very powerful reading for this week as well, going on the tail end of last week's reading, and also in the context of Jupiter going into Capricorn, finding that purchase, finding that ground, being present and saying, I'm here and I'm electric and I can make something happen. So whatever it is that you're feeling that you want to do this week, maybe you decided, hey, you know what, I want to go out. or you felt this pull of like, I want to journal again, or I need to talk to someone that I haven't talked to in a while. Maybe it's an old friend that you haven't heard of in a long time, right? That visitor, that doorbell, someone or something that's been niggling, that's been inside of you saying, hey, listen, like listen to what's going on, right? This Perthro energy that we now, from Merkstav, we want to make upright. We want to listen, which I feel is a very beautiful thing. Listen to that. Do it this week. Do it this week. Have fun. Do something different and see where that takes you. Bring the harvest to yourself and enjoy. So, very hopeful reading for this week. I'm glad you guys have come to stop by on River and Rune. I'm very excited to do more. I'm planning to do more videos about the mythology and the practices that are surrounding the runes and their archetypes. I'm also thinking about relating them to other archetypical practices, and I'm very glad to also begin this week, finally, it's gonna happen, the love romance readings, which will be timeless, in contrast to the more timed readings that we do here every week on River and Rune. So thank you guys for being here. I'm very grateful to share this practice with you. I look forward to seeing you all again, and may things be merry for you. May you find your secrets, and may you find the flow. And I'll see you back here on River and Rune. Okay? Bye now.